But for 91,000 miles on this car, this is not bad at all. I have seen a lot worse in videos. A lot worse. Well, it's the next day and we're going to start cleaning this up. But before I start cleaning, I want to show you guys what the how bad the carbon buildup is. This is what I've been waiting for, and I know what y'all have been waiting for. At 91,000 miles, remind you, it's 91,000, almost 91,000 miles on this car. And in a minute, we're going to see how bad the carbon buildup is. Okay, here we're going to start on the passenger side left bank. I'm going to pull the tape off of one of them and shine the flashlight in there. And I hope y'all can see, but you can see some carbon buildup. These valves are open. You can see some carbon buildup on the top of the valves, but the port itself doesn't look bad at all. The port itself does not look bad, but it appears though these valves are open. Let's pull off the next one, see if these valves are closed. I believe these valves are open as well, but I think it looks like it gets bad progressively as it goes. I'm gonna get a different flashlight. Hang on. Okay, put it down in there, and you guys can see better now. Down in here, you guys can see better now. Let's pull it back on this one. So as you can tell, it gets worse as you go back. But for 91,000 miles on this car, this is not bad at all. I have seen a lot worse in videos. A lot worse. This is not bad. This is not bad at all. I'm impressed. That just goes to show you that the Italian tune-up does work. It does work. Because the carbon buildup is not bad on this car. 91,000 miles. And I do drive it aggressively a lot. I do bring those RPMs up, hence the Italian tune-up. It works. It keeps those ports clean and minimizes the carbon buildup on the valves. So that's what we're going to clean. The other side looks pretty much the same. There's really no difference. So all I need to do is identify which ones are closed and work on those. Then I'm going to turn the engine on the crank and until the other valves close. And one by one, I'm going to start cleaning these valves up. So let's get started on that. Okay, I've got this stuff in the bottle here. All I'm going to do is put a couple sprays in there. Spray 1, 2. Oh, wait a minute. I put a couple sprays in there earlier. So that's all you got to do. Put a few sprays in there and then check the progress. Let it set for about, this light isn't no good. Let it set for about 10 minutes or so. What? Come on, light work. There we go. Let it set for about 10 minutes. Looks like it's already breaking it down. Then I'm going to get in there with a scrub brush, scrub it, and then I'm going to spray some brake cleaner in there. And then I'm going to use compressed air and I'm going to blow it out. So let's wait for 10 minutes. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes. I'm going to go down there with this brush. This is plastic, so it's not going to threaten it or anything. So go down there and start brushing the sides. Sides aren't really bad, but what really needs it is the top of the valves. That's what really needs it. Let's go ahead and start scraping that up. Get a scraper. I'm going to use this to scrape the top of the valve because the brush isn't really getting it. Just going to reach around to the back of the valve and get the back of the valve. Scrape it as best you can. It looks like it's coming up pretty easy too though. And I saw videos on how to use this stuff, and they say sometimes it might take a few applications of it to get it clean. I mean, you're not going to get it make it look perfect, they say. Not like you would if you did a walnut blasting. But and it's coming up. I wish you guys could see what I'm doing here, but this is just too small. These valves are pretty small, so I don't but it is just a V6, so okay. Now what I want to do is I want to spray some brake cleaner in there to wash it down, to thin it out, and then I'm going to use the compressed air, and I'm going to cap it off with a rag, and I'm going to blow air in there to capture all the stuff that comes up out of there. Okay, so let's get ready to do that. Okay, let's spray some brake cleaner in there. Let me get a new one. This is almost up. Okay, here's a new can. Damn it. Okay, just that much should do it. Let's get a shop rag. A couple of them. Hopefully this doesn't get too messy. I'm wearing goggles, by the way, so hope you can see. See, I'm wearing goggles, so. Need another rag right here. Not catching all of it. Okay, let's take a look and see what we got here. Clean up the mess. Flashlight. That looks a little better, but it could use another squirt. I'm having a problem getting on this side, getting back to the back of the valve. So I'm going to squirt some more cleaner in there and see how that works. Okay, I just put a couple more squirts in there. That worked out fine. Let's see how let it set for another few minutes and to dissolve more of that crud. And this is how it goes on each one of the cylinders. I gotta do this times 6. I'm not gonna do this all on camera, but you guys get the gist of it. It's probably a good idea to try and protect this area here when you're spraying that. So I think I got enough of the fluid in there. Yeah, they're duly saturated. So I'll just wait and see. Wait for 10 minutes and do some more brushing and some more scraping and get as much of it out as we can. This is supposed to be able to improve gas mileage, improve power, and engine efficiency. Okay, I've decided to put towel over the valley here because when I blow or spray, some of the gunk is getting into the valley. And when I go to do an inspection later, I won't be able to tell if there's an oil leak in there if there's a lot of that gunk in there. So it's pretty clean right now. It's got a few spots down there from when I was spraying. So I put that over that, and I designed a new system for spraying so that it'll catch most of the gunk coming out. So I already put more of the valve cleaner in there. I scrubbed it a lot more with the scraper and the brush, and I sprayed some WD-40 in there to thin it out a bit. So I'm going to put this down here and spray or blow. Got a lot of gunk out of there. Let's clean up some. And let's take a look and see what we have here. Oh yeah, that looks much better. Maybe one more application, some more scrubbing to get more of it off, particularly on this valve here. This one's pretty clean. This one over here needs some more work. And then I'm done with this. And I'll show you guys the finished product when I'm done. After I wipe this all out. All right. Okay, I went ahead and sprayed it again with the valve cleaner. Went and ate lunch, and I'm just now coming back from lunch. That was about maybe 20 minutes ago. It's been soaking. I've got another brass brush here that I want to try. See how that does. Cleaning this up. Brass brush can't quite fit in there. I think I'll just continue on with that other one. That plastic one. There we go. Plastic one would work better. Yeah. Let's see how that works. Okay, let's use the pick on it and see what I can. Got most of the stuff off with the pick. Okay. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray this out, spray some WD-40 in, or some WD-40, some brake cleaner in, spray, and then, well, let me rephrase that. I'm going to use the air pressure. I'm going to air this out with air, spray this out with air, get all that gunk out of there. Then I'm going to spray some brake cleaner in there, and then I'm going to spray some more air in there to get that out and dry it off and see what it looks like inside. So I'm going to turn my camera off for that because it just goes all over the place most of the time. So I'll show you the finished product after I'm done. GoPro, turn off. Okay, I believe I've got this one port as clean as I'm going to get it. Take a look. Doesn't that look much cleaner? It's not as good as walnut blasting will do, but it's pretty good. This is what I'm going to make the rest of my ports look like. Let's peel this one back and show you what this one looks like. Okay. That's what this one looks like. Getting there. There. That's what this will look like. This is going to look like this when I'm done with it. See the difference? But still, even for 91,000 miles, this still isn't bad. Not bad at all. So all I got to do is make sure that this port is clean, is closed, or find the ones that are closed and finish those. Do those. That's what I'm going to do. Now find the ones that are closed and do those. Then I'm going to turn the engine and close the others and do those, and well, I'll be done. I'm not going to do all this on camera. The video would be days long, and this is hard work because my back is bad and I'm hunched over the engine, so I have a hard time getting up and lying back down, getting up, lying back down. So it is what it is. I'll finish the job, then I'll show you guys all the ports when I'm done. Okay, I finished that one there. We all know I capped it off. This one, this port, the valves are open, and I'm working on this one here and this one here. That back one I'm not sure is open, but we'll find out. So what I'm going to do is, it's getting late in the day. It's about 3 o'clock, so I'm going to spend 3 more hours on this. I'm going to finish cleaning this. They're soaking, and this one is soaking. They're both soaking. See what I did here is I stuffed some, while I was waiting for that to soak, I stuffed some towel, some shop towel down in here to keep the splatters from getting down in there. I should have did that in the first place, but I didn't think. So I cleaned it up under there as best I could. It looks pretty clean, looks almost like it did when before I started. So now I got this, all that area capped off so that the gunk can't get down in there. And I'll start scrubbing this one here, these two here. So you see I got my brushes here. I got a few brushes. I'm not using the brass one all that much. I'm mostly using the plastic ones, so to clean with. And I'm using this and this to clean with. Those two there. So that's mostly what I'm using to clean with. Other than that, that's all I can do really. But as we saw in the finished product and that one that I finished up, I got it pretty clean, and it's not looking brand new, not as good as it would have been if it was walnut blasted, but it's looking good. So I'm going to do these 3, call it a day. Tomorrow I'll do the last 3, then I will clean that, the throttle body, then I will clean the intake manifold, and then maybe the day after that I will install the new oil pressure sensor and then start putting it all back together again. I'm just taking my time. I'm in no hurry. I've got all this time off, and I'm just enjoying myself. And I'm getting very familiar with my car, with the engine in my car. I'm having a good time doing this. It's fun. My back hurts, but I'm having fun. I'll get back. Okay, it's a new day, and I'm starting all over. As I said in the previous video, I've got 3 of them done. I've got, here's my little pointer thing here. I've got, this one here is done, this one's done, and this one's done. So I've got this one and those 2 that don't have covers on them. Those two in the back are soaking right now. I poured some fluid into them. I turned the engine using my extension here and a ratchet. It's got a 32 millimeter socket on the crank bolt there down below. Probably won't be able to see it even if I pull this stuff away, but don't know if you can see it down there. Probably can't. At any rate, you will, there you can see the end of it there. It's on the crank pulley bolt. So I'm going to let that soak for about 20 minutes. Then I'm going to scrub it. I'm going to do these 2 and I'll be right back. GoPro, stop. Okay, well, I've got all 6 ports done, and as you'll see, for some reason the back ones, 3 and 4 were the worst. 1 and 6 were not that bad. The middle ones were in between the back ones and the front ones. So I don't know why it gets worse as we go back. But here are pictures of all 6 ports cleaned. Let's start with port number 1, or cylinder number 1. Here's cylinder number 2. Here's cylinder number 3. Here's cylinder number 4. Here's cylinder number 5. And here's cylinder number 6. So as you can tell, they're pretty clean now. My gas mileage should improve. My power should improve. Get better airflow within the intake ports. Next thing I'm going to do starting tomorrow, is I'm going to clean the intake manifold here. And then I'm going to clean the throttle body over there behind the drill, just over here. That right there. And then I'll start putting it back together again. I also have to finish cleaning the valley here because a lot of gunk got down in there. And I am going to check these these intake ports out first before I put the manifold on, to make sure, absolutely sure, 100% sure that there's nothing fell in there. So I do not want to damage my engine, not even a lint.
The next morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a new day. It's actually Sunday, and we have finished the ports in the last yesterday. So now it's time to clean the intake manifold. I've got the purple power here. I put some in here, filled that spray bottle up, got my brush there, and we're going to begin cleaning this. Okay, we are going to start by just spraying the inside of this and letting it soak for a little while. Oh, I want to spray, not a jet. There you go. No jet to go in there. See the flashlight. See how it's getting in there. Spray these ports here. nice, dude, look at this stuff strong. Holy cow. Okay, we're gonna let that soak for a little while. Okay, scrubbing all these ports here. Been soaking for about 5 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna try and do this so that you guys can see what I'm getting. See that? Oh, that looks very bad. That looks like a lot of oil. Spray some more in there. You can see it come out the ports there when I spray. Okay, I'm going to use this. It's got a little bit of dust on it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray this. This should work perfect. Soak this up really good. Let me open the garage door, get some of these fumes out, and then I'm going to stuff this in here and just scrub the inside like this. Might be ready to rinse already. Scrub it again. Let me soak it up again. Oh, the sponge is still in there. Do this again. Soak this up. I've got lots of this stuff. Great. I like this. We'll have this done in just a few minutes. Clean the outside too. Rinse it and let it dry. And that's great. So you can get this stuff off. That's from the part number decals, what that's from. Okay, I'm going to use this. Another one of my wife's beauty tools here. It's old. It's been in my toolbox, so I've been using it for cleaning stuff. So, yeah. Get that all out of there. Okay, she's clean. I'm going to give her a good rinse and set her up to dry. Okay, let me take a look inside. Oh, she sparkles now. I'm gonna let you, it's wet in there, but I'm going to see if I can give you a good view. Oops, come here. Sparkles in there now. She's clean. Gotta let her dry. Yep, she's clean. Alrighty then, let's set this out to dry, and then we're gonna clean the throttle body. Okay, now it's time to clean the throttle body, and looks a little dirty, but I'm mostly concerned about what's in the inside. Don't know if you can see this very well, but you can see there's There's some grease there. There's some grime there. Oops, sorry. Bumped you guys. And you can see the inside. So this is what we're going to be cleaning up here. And I'm going to use this stuff here. Gum out. It's for carbon choke. They didn't have any throttle body cleaner at the store, so I got this. It's the same stuff. It's supposed to clean and lubricate, so we'll just use this stuff here. It should work. Got some rags, and I got my brush. So let's go ahead and get started on that. So what I'm doing now is I'm just moving the plate out of the way to get inside where the throttle plate would, choke plate would be closing it off. So okay, let's clean the outside now. See if the outside even comes clean. Yeah, it will. But does it look any better when it's cleaned? Doesn't look any better. Not really. Doesn't really look any better. I'll just clean the sealing. The seal side, where the gasket seals and where the coupler seals up. I'll just make sure that that's all cleaned up. And I think I'm done with the throttle body for now. It's clean. It wasn't that dirty in the first place. But we got her clean.